off. I saw you cross the room, yeah, glowing in the moonlight.
For the newest thrill attraction from the imaginations of Disney, Star Tours at Disneyland.
Star Tours The Adventure Continues is an attraction located at Disney Hollywood Studios, Disneyland Tokyo Disneyland, and Disneyland Paris. Set in the Star Wars universe, Star Tours The Adventure Continues takes passengers on a turbulent trip across the galaxy as Rush C-3PO and R2-D2 attempt to safely return to a spy to the Rebel Alliance. Despite conflicting timelines, The Adventure Continues locations and characters from all 9 films of the Skywalker saga, unlike its predecessor, which mostly took place after the event of the original trilogy. Episode 4, A New Hope, through Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. The attraction opened on May 20th, 2011 at Disney's Hollywood Studios, on June 3rd, 2011 at Disneyland, on May 7th, 2013 at Tokyo Disneyland, and on March 6th, 2017 at Disneyland Paris. Hello, my name is Logan Shaw. Welcome to Logan's Story. Today we talk about Star Wars' next historical Worldview context Disneyland rides. Thanks for coming. Let's get into it. Alright, so when you think about Star Wars as a movie and accordance of the ride, what makes you think differently in terms of that? What are the things that aren't different towards the two, but what are the things that keep the spirit of Star Wars and Disney alive being together as one? See, the thing is, Disney's been going through many different psychological affairs in their movies, and also different technological things in their affairs. So when you think about this ride, it's something that is embedded in the crossings of something that is bigger than itself, bigger than Disney in itself. It was a huge step. I mean, in this era, it was the 80s, so Michael Eisner would have to be propositioned to give his son the say-so of whether a ride would work or not. And Tony Baxter had to take the criticism from that son. So there's a lot of history that goes into this ride. There's a lot of history that comes from this ride. But it's nonetheless a story to be told. A story to be told, and nonetheless a story that's great enough to be told, and a story that's implemented in itself to be told indefinitely. So the thing is, when you think about that, and you think about that one thing, story can be told. That's what this ride does. Through the line cue, through the ride, it embodies everything that reeks Star Wars. Like, if you watched Star Wars when you were a kid, that was something else. Then when you went to Disneyland and rode Star Wars, that was something else too. Bottom line is, when you have both working together, it seems to be that Star Wars is a ride full of nature and a ride full of understanding. Because the natural senses says to scream and collide together and be in one kind of group in that same ride. When there's a group of people in that same ride, they're individualists in some senses. Because something can be individual to you, or to you, depending on what planet you go to, depending on what character you see, the feeling you evoke could be completely independent to you. But enough of that. What are the little nooks and crannies we can hold dear? What can we take out of and pick out of the Star Tours The Adventure Continues? Well, let's go into detail.
For the newest thrill attraction from the imaginations of Disney.
Okay, so when you think about this ride indefinitely, where are the stops you would say are the implementations of real lives to what we are now? Do you think we can equate these things to these days? Do you think we can equate this story to these days? See, the thing with George Lucas, he took things from medieval lore, some prospective spiritual awakenings, and other things such as, well, you can akin to dictatorship and stuff, things of that nature. But the ride indefinitely teaches us something. What could it be? What could my brain see that is able to understand what it teaches? Oh, that's right. What is the right thing to do? What is the moral thing to do? What are we fighting and why are we fighting it? What are we running away from and why are we running away from it? The thing is, when you boil all this down to one, it's a beautiful lining of what we can see with our eyes and with our body and with our heart and with our mind and with our soul. We know what's right. What is the right thing to do? If you're caught in a situation where someone's being bullied, what is the right thing to do? Are you running from it? Are you fighting it the right way? Or is your body, mind, and soul just knowing what to do entirely? The thing about Star Wars, and the thing about this ride that's so akin to each other, is the beauty that besets itself on the grand scale of what both of them are meant to mean. So, thing is, when it comes down to it, what can we take away from this? What is something that you and I can take away on a grand scale and still be in the same boat as everyone else? And what I mean is inclusion and, well, togetherness. Application, of course. Okay, so the thing is, when you see this ride, are you running from your problems? Are you fighting your problems? Are you taking a superstar mission to make sure your problems are dealt with in a way that could help the day? Are you getting your checklist done? Washing your car, doing your homework, going to bed, getting the right amount of sleep? See, the thing is, everything has a certain topsy-turvy end to it. But the topsy-turvy end doesn't mean that it's the end of days. It means that you can get it recombined and make it a list that you can follow. Now, whether you want to work with us is entirely up to you. But here's the thing. If we have a plan, if we mess up our plan, even if we don't have any plan at all, it's important to go through the day with a morality. It's important to go through the day with a worldview. And it's important to go through the day with your heart, mind, body, soul, all checked. Thank you for my application. Let's continue forward. Thank you for coming along the story. Thank you for the historical world contact Disneyland rides. There are more rides in the future, so keep an eye out for those. Also, the mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys can help me get there by hitting the share, like, and subscribe button right on the screen. Also, follow my Patreon if you can. Leave a like if you can, too. Thank you, and have a nice day. Peace.